Hey guys, welcome to Top Line Solutions. So this is gonna be the first video of a series of videos that I'll be posting on the platform ThinkorSwim. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to work around this platform if you have a TD Ameritrade account. The platform that you use is ThinkorSwim. So I'm gonna start posting these videos, and hopefully you guys can follow along. And if you use this platform, you can move and edit your platform and just learn how to navigate with it. Again, it's a ThinkorSwim from TD Ameritrade. My name is Rainier. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And let's just enjoy the videos. May leave a comment if you like the video. If you have questions about something, leave a comment below. So when you launch your platform, your ThinkorSwim, you're gonna have this option here. You can go live trading or you can go paper money. Live trading will be your account once you fund it, once you put money in your account. So if any changes that you may do buying or selling on a live account, it will be real. Like it will happen. It will go through. So I'm gonna be using the paper money. Paper money is a simulated account that ThinkorSwim gives you access to. So I always highly recommend if you're new to trading, if you're just picking up on this and learning and watching videos about it, I recommend you practice paper money. You have to prove to yourself that you can be profitable with a simulated account before you trade with your real money. Paper money, it's not a waste of time. You have to understand there's a learning curve, and part of that learning curve is you actually applying it to yourself. Don't think that just because you know a couple of tricks or you've seen a couple of people trade, I don't know, you can go live and trade your money. You can if you want. More power to you. If you want to do that, go ahead. It's your money. It's your hard-earned money. You can do whatever you want. My honest opinion is go make sure your paper money. You start trading with the paper money. Okay, before we log in, something that a lot of people do not know is this. Click here on your settings, and you want, as a trader, you want your platform to be performing as best as you can, as best as your computer can handle. So make sure you check your computer what it's capable of doing. And me, I personally have mine at 32. I switched the memory usage from 32, and my megabytes here is 6144. My MB is 6144. This right here is good performance for my computer, for my PC, and I have a lot of extra room available for me to do other stuff like recording videos at the same time. So I recommend doing a search on what your computer can handle, but at least uh, make sure you have changes like this. You can have lower numbers here without even knowing. So make sure you go to settings, and once you do that, you can actually switch the language. You can switch the color scheme. I like dark. The font size of things. You can do all of this stuff. Don't mess with the proxy. But this right here is for performance purposes. So once you do the switches, save it, and you don't have to do it again. You don't have to go here anymore. Now let's log in. Let's log into my simulated account. I haven't used this simulated account in over 3 years. So I have no idea where we're standing at. Every time you have a simulated account, at least with ThinkorSwim, you have a okay, so this is where it's at. So you have $100,000 of fake money that they give you to practice with. I obviously don't have that much. I guess I use it and whatnot. But anyways, so this right here is the money that you have to work with. This is what you are able to trade with in a fake account, in a paper money account. So paper trading is for practices, okay? So once you open yours, I think it opens on a different, let's see. Well, you have a different screen when you open it. I know that for sure. It's not gonna show up like this. You're gonna have like a bunch of different screens and different information on here. All you have to do is come up here, just so you can get a little bit of peace of mind. Come up here and just click on charts, and you should have something like this. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing multiple videos on how to navigate and get used to the platform. One of the key things to know, hey, how do I know if I'm on my simulated account? Number one is gonna say here, simulated trading account. If you're still not sure, you don't see this, when you're in a simulated account, the whole screen or the whole platform is surrounded by a orange yellowish frame. So this is my simulated account. Okay, so to the left, let's go over real quick what do we have on here? So on my left we have the power. So you should have maybe $100,000. I think is what they open it with. Different brokers have different money they kind of let you work with, play with on a fake account, on a trading account. So anyways, you have the money that you have up here is where you can buy your buying power. You can click on it. It says stock buying power. Apparently, I have 56,000. So yeah, I must have like let this run and I lost money or whatever. But anyways, the stock buying power. This is fake money. Remember, okay? You can always go private, but we don't need that. So stock buying power is the money that you have for buying stocks. We're not gonna deal with options, but that's what you have to work with. And then you have all of this. You have live news, you have Trader TV, you have watch list. We're gonna learn how to create watch list. Watch list, guys, is pretty much having a list of stocks that you are interested in. That's why they call it watch list, because you are watching it constantly. It's right here. You don't have to search it. You don't have to. It's right here, so you can add and subtract stocks. Okay, so all of these I'm gonna minimize them just to make it look a little bit more neat. But anyways, we're gonna work with this on how to create a watch list. Up here, we're gonna read it this way. You're gonna have a monitor. Here in monitor, you have a lot of options. Once you start buying and selling stocks, then you can start seeing where your orders are coming from. And sorry for the background, that's my kid. He's probably crying with mama. But anyways, once you have in a position, you're gonna be able to see more into detail stuff in here, where it's gonna tell you more stuff about like maybe where you work at, maybe if you have some working orders. Actually, if you glance to the right, you can actually see an update. Here's gonna be updating. How are you doing? Apparently, I earned $169.30 from last time I opened this. I made that much money on the fake account. Remember that. So right here, you're gonna have some information as well. So that's for monitor. You have trade. You have a lot of tabs up here. I usually just work between monitor because sometimes I like to keep up with, not sometimes, I like to keep up with where I'm at. I like to keep a separate log of my profits and losses. That way I can see for the whole month how I perform. But you have information on the trade. You have information, this Tesla here. You have information where the stock is at, all of that, the price, all of that. You have, I don't even use analyze. Scan, I have one scanner running, but I don't really use scan. This is an option. This is an option to start scanning the market for different criteria that you can set it up with. So we'll do a video about scanning the stock and how to find stocks. We can definitely do that. So in scan, you have different options where you can set up the scan exactly to your criteria. That way you can find stocks that you are interested in. You can do from price, you can do from net change, you can do from percentage change, you can do different things. Market watch, I don't really use it. Honestly, I haven't messed with this one. I don't use it. Let's skip over charts. Charts is this. We're definitely going to be using this. I stay on charts and monitor. Those are the two that are mainly used. Anyways, charts. You're gonna have different charts here. We're gonna read this in a little bit how to set up charts and all of that in future videos. But we're gonna have an overview of these buttons here, these icons. You have tools, which I don't use. Education. So these guys have education for all of their customers. I don't mess with any of this. And obviously help. Never use help, but you have them there. Okay. So, anyways, let's go to charts just to have a kind of a clear idea. If you go to charts, you're gonna have a chart. Um, Here before I move to the right, here is where your ticker symbol goes. So, for example, TSLA is Tesla. So, whenever you are interested in a company, in a stock, you need to know the ticker symbol. You can Google it, find it, do your research. Once you know the ticker symbol, you can click it and type it here, and it's gonna show up. Majority of these ticker symbols have the name right here. We can do another one like mRNA, which is a company that's working on vaccines for COVID. I love this one. I've been making profits on this one. So you just type it in, and bam, you have the ticker symbol. So this is where your ticker symbol goes. Maybe you want to take a look at the futures of Nasdaq, see how the market is performing right now. /NQ. Now you have Nasdaq. So ticker symbol right here is going to show you where sorry, is where you're gonna put the name, the symbol, and it's gonna show you the graph of that ticker symbol, that company. From here, flexible grids. You can have more than one. I'm not doing that right now. I don't use this, but you can definitely have different graphs, different. You can have, for example, forward slash and Q. Let's go back to Tesla actually. So TSLA. So Tesla, you can have Tesla right here. You can have different time frames for Tesla. All I did is I linked it. We're gonna talk about linking, but all I did is link them all to number one. And whatever I do here, if I go to this one, for example, all of these are gonna update, and I'll show you guys why. But I don't do flexible. I do a different style graphs. I'll show you guys in a little bit. Product depth. I don't use this, but you start learning more about the product or doing more of your technical analysis. I don't use this at all. I stick with charts. Okay. Now, if we move to the right, besides the name of the stock, you're gonna have the price action. Now, with the price action on this simulated trading account, your information is delayed. The price and everything is delayed 20 minutes. So what does that mean? If you go to Google or if you Yahoo, let's not, I don't know what stock that is. Let's go to TSLA, Tesla. If you look up at Tesla, which that was the wrong one. If you look up at Tesla, right now or the time that you're working on the simulated account, the price is gonna be different because this price is 20 minutes behind. So you're not trading the live market. You are trading in the market, but with the 20-minute delayed information because you're in a practice simulated account. Okay. Um, so that's that. That's the price change right there. We're gonna have the price and the percentage change of the stock, how much has gone up, how much has gone down. This is the percentage of the stock, how much has gone up and down. This is daily based on the day. Then we have your bid and your ask. I'm gonna make videos about bid and ask as well, but bid is how much the bid price is right now. Ask is how much people are asking to sell the shares at. So you see the price difference at a glance here, and then you have information here. You have the day, the date. You have the time. As I scroll forward, you see that I'm just moving my mouse. It has the time. It has all this information, open, high. It has all the information here. I don't really look at this much, only when I'm like trying to find out where's this candle at. So this candle is around at 10 a.m. So information like that, I use this here, but it's there for you, so it's convenient for you to use. Let's shift to the right. Share, don't mess with that. I don't mess with that at all. Edit studies. I'm gonna have plenty of videos showing you guys how to edit, how to add studies, how to set up the graph the way that I set it up and I use it. You're gonna have EMAs, SMA indicators, SMAs. You're gonna have the VWAP, all of that stuff. You're gonna look it up here, and we're gonna add it here. Okay, volume, all of that stuff. You can look up indicators here. You can type it up. You can scroll down. They have tons and tons of indicators. These indicators, guys, is what SRSI, the RSI. I love that one. These indicators is what starts making your graph yours. Okay, it's what you start using, and it helps you understand what's going on in the market with that specific stock. So when you have those indicators, it helps you glance at the price, glance at the information, and be able to just to make a decision based on what is going on. So that's this icon here. That's where this beacon here. That's what studies are. Then we have settings. I mess with this all the time. I love settings. So settings is for your charts. Any changes that we make here is going to affect your chart. We're gonna be able to change the candles if you want to, the border of the candle, the filling of the candle. I mean the wick. Everything can be changed here. So you have different settings here that will be changing your prices, your time access, all of this stuff. I'm gonna show you guys how I use it and what I use it for. So those videos will come. That's why please like and subscribe so you can keep seeing these videos. And if there's something that you don't understand or you want to learn, comment, and I'll do my best on making a video about whatever your concern is or you need help on. Here's my time frames. So I use three time frames. I use the 1 minute, 1 day, the 5 minute candle, and I use 180 day. I use those three for different reasons, which I am teaching to a selective group that I'm working with right now, and I'll be making videos about this for my YouTube channel, so you guys can also see it. But anyways, on my time frames right here, you can select how you want to see the graph, how many candles you want to see, what type of duration of the candle, how far back you want to look at it, how the 1 minute, the 1 day 1 minute candle is like for day trading. That's what I use day in day out with my one with my five 5 minute candle as well. Then you have style. You have stuff here that you can also change. We got drawings. Drawings you can also change here. Studies you can save. You can add studies. You can remove. This is like a quick access to them. So you have different studies here. You can save studies. You can load studies once you have them saved. Patterns, I don't really mess with patterns, but it's just leave it selected like it is right now. And that's what pretty much we have here. Graphs. This is something cool, guys. This is so simple, but it's good for you to know. So you can choose up to this many graphs at one given point. Look how many graphs you can see. Now that gives me a headache. I don't do that. But right here, you can select one graph the way I have it, or the way I work every day, day in, day out. I have my 1 minute graph. I link it to red, so whenever I change it here or here, both graphs are moving. So right here, I have my 1 minute, okay, and then right here, what I use is let's do 1 day 1 minute, or we can do 180 days. So I have both graphs going on at the same time. Whenever I move them around, it does it changes between one and the other. So whatever ticker symbol you add, whatever you really want to take a look at, is going to change on you automatically simply by linking the graph. Okay, so again, this is just an overview. I'm not going to detail with any of the functions and edits and settings you can do here. So again, you can have three. Sometimes I work three. Sometimes I work my 1 minute here, I work my 5 minute graph here, and I work my 180 day. Easy, just link it to whatever color you want. So sometimes I have three graphs, but nowadays I really just don't use three. I use two. That's the majority of the stuff that I use right there. So let's go back for one just to keep it more neat. Um, on the right hand side here, going down, you have your trades. So trades, if you click on it, you see that trades. You have these hot buttons. You buy and sell. I don't use trade. I do a different type of like I like to place my order on the screen, and I get it for the value. I don't really buy market as much unless I need to get in, get out quick. But you have trade and you have options here. You can definitely clicking on settings. You can edit the settings on what buttons show up and stuff. And again, I don't use it, but I'll be talking about how I trade. Time and sales. So time and sales, also well known as, it's not showing up, but time and sales is like a tape. So you're gonna start seeing the time, the price, and the size of every single order that goes in, whether it's buy or sell, and you start seeing a bunch of numbers going down. Really don't know why it's not populating right now. Let's see if we can switch it. I don't know why it's not populating, but it should be populating automatically. But time and sales gives you that. I use time and sales, and I use the level 2 right here. Anyways, we'll get there. So that's time and sales. We have also active trader. I also use active trader. Mine is set up different from what it is here. So again, you can buy and sell market. You can do quantities. You can have these settings here. You can actually switch the settings for quick changing for you. You can type it in. If I want 20 shares, you can do different ways of breaking out those orders. You can auto send or wait for confirmation. So there's different settings here. This is definitely not the way I use mine. I have different buttons that are missing that are not here. So you can always edit that by adding and subtracting from here. We'll talk more about that on other videos as well. I keep promising that because there's so much to this. Like one video is not going to cover all of it. So that's my active trader. You can also see how many shares you have bought, how many shares you have sold. You can see if you choose to position flat, you can see that. You can see the average price that you bought it at. You can see your P&L open, which is your profit or loss open. So you can see if you're gaining, if you lost, if you won money on it. a day. If you're doing swing trading, you can see if the price is going up, if you're making money, if the price has gone down, if you're losing money. And then here you can actually, after you do your settings, like let's say I choose 100, then I can come down here, down here, and I can place 100 right here. You see where the 100 buy 100 shows up? I can choose 100 at 1364, or I can choose sell. If I have 100, I can choose sell at 1364. If you want to short it, which I don't, that's not my style. I don't short, but you can also short it here. So it's a quick in and out, in and out. Apparently, that's where the market is right now with the 20-minute delayed information. Okay, so you can also use this here. I don't use this as much, but sometimes it's neat to have it. So you can be in and out of trades. And sometimes what I do is you sell market. You lose a couple of cents, but sometimes you need to sell and cover your losses, or you see things, the market, the stock starts going reversing on you, then you want to get out quick. So anyways, that is, sorry, that is your active trader. Okay, big buttons, I don't use it, but it exists. They have big buttons, the same thing. It's these are pretty much ways of how you can buy and sell, be in and out of the market. So big buttons, you can also do different settings on it. So all of this is just pretty much comes down to your style. That's why it's important for you to practice first. So you got big buttons, you have chart. Obviously, if we take it off, you don't see it anymore. So we click on it, and then we have the chart, dashboard. This dashboard, I don't use it, period. But again, it's more of a bigger button, and you can add and subtract how many shares you want. You can buy, you can sell. So it's a quicker way of doing it. I don't personally do it because there's a lot of loss sometimes with cents. So I don't do any of this. But dashboard, you can edit dashboard as well. Is there for you if you want to get used to that. So I use time and sales, which is tape, is a tape that you start reading, you start seeing how the price is working on the dot, and I use this one right here, level 2. So my level 2, if we have two screens, on my level 2, I'm reading my level 2, the bid. Remember up here we have the bid and the ask. This is the bid and this is the ask. So I'm here, I'm seeing the price change. I'm seeing how the price is moving along with my tape. I'm reading both, and I'm getting ready to see if there's a lot of people who are trying to buy it, or a lot of people are selling. So you also have here the quantities of how many stocks are being sold and bought. So this, let's make it simple, go back to one. This is my level 2. You have to get really good at reading level 2. Level 2 is very crucial for you to understand how the market is moving and when to get out, when to get out. So level 2 is definitely important to start learning, looking into. And definitely live news. ThinkorSwim has live news. So when you click on live news here, it comes down here. So anything that's being mentioned on the specific stock that you are selecting right now, so GE, for example, anything that's being talked about GE is gonna show me here in news. At 11:25 was the last article, whatever thing that came out that mentioned GE in it. So this is cool. I like to use it and look at it because it gives me a quick glance at what's going on. If there's good news, then it's gonna more than likely go up. If there's bad news, more than likely it's gonna go down. But I don't solely rely on this. This is good to have. I use it. I like it. I glance at it. But I also use another website to check, what's going on with the specific stocks that I'm interested in. So those are pretty much the buttons that we use on this platform. Make sure, guys, you have a simulated account if you're new to trading. Okay. Now on my left, let's shift to the left. Live news. I don't use live news, but you have live news. Pretty much the news that we click down here. Here's another way to access that. I don't use it, so I actually delete this gadget. I don't use that. Trader TV, never use that. So I'm guessing ThinkorSwim has information that comes out. They have their own way of presenting that. So Trader TV is one of those ways. I delete that. Quick chart, I don't need this. I'm gonna delete it as well. The only one that I have here is my watch list. So I have multiple watch lists. You can customize these watch lists. You can do different things. You can name them. You can look up different watch lists that already exist that you can just add. You can do top gainers, top lossers. Right here, you can do percent gainers. So these are all ways of trying to see what's good in the market for your criteria, whatever your trading style is. So watch list, you're gonna have different setups here for that one specific one. So Another way to add more is you come here to the plus sign and you can add a watch list. You can just click watch list. So I went to add and I went to watch list. Add and I go to watch list. After you do that, you can definitely link it to different numbers. So whenever you're working, for example, if I click on red, whenever I come here, I can go ahead and do that. I can add to my watch list any ticker symbol that I want, and I can move it around. Whenever I click on a ticker symbol on a company, it's going to show up here automatically because this red right here, I have the graph, the main graph linked to my watch list. I can have this one linked to a different one. So I can have another graph here. Let's go and make two graphs. I can have this graph being a yellow one. So whenever I add a stock or a company here, it's gonna show up here. It's gonna show up. Let's do a top 10. So whenever I click on MVCR, the MVCR is going to show up here, and on this watch list let's choose so we got top gainer, let's do top percent loss. So these are the losers for today, and then I have ATXI. So here on this graph I have a link to this watch list. This graph here, which let's switch it to a 1 minute, this graph here is going to show me the action of my second watch list. You can set up different number of watch lists, as many as you want. Guys, I really practice keeping my thing as neat and as simple as possible. So I have multiple watch lists, but I have them all linked to number one because I just since I only use 1 minute and 5 minute graph, I don't really need to see more than one at a time on this screen. I focus on what my strategy is from the day before. So you can have multiple graphs, but I can see here what's going on with this one. Let's switch it to one. So this is pretty much how mine runs. This is way too close. It's zooming into way too much. I'm not gonna. Okay, that's zooming way too much for me. But I'm not gonna work on that right now. So you can definitely switch things around. You can have different stocks come up and take a look at it. Today Tesla, look, today Tesla opened at 710ish. That's the price of today. It's at 756. You can see in 1 minute how the action's been doing, and you can check this out in 5 minutes. You can also go here quickly and go to the 180 days. So in the last 180 days, you can see how Tesla has been performing. You can see how it's been at 926 has been the highest. You see how it's dropped. It has momentum. It has movement. So there's a lot of things. Quickly, I can go here to live news. Now I can see the latest news on it. So it's telling me the news is coming out on Tesla that's helping this. I'm assuming I haven't read it. It's helping the price move up. So these are quick things that you can. Let's see if time and sales works. It's not showing. I guess on a simulator account, time and sales doesn't show. I really don't know. I never used it for time and sales, but time and sales will be showing me exactly what's going on, who's buying, how much they're buying, and what time they're buying. So it's gonna show up in yellow, and in green is gonna show me the movement of the price. So I like reading my tapes. And my level two, let's see if it shows. It's really not moving much. My level two, there you go. It's populating. So level two is showing me the bid price is at 756 right now, and the asking price. You see how that shifts? And then you can see if you were to keep moving up, you can see the potential movement, the price movement going up. And you can see the opposite. If it was to start selling off Tesla, if people start selling Tesla at the masses, like a lot of volume starts being shorting this, then you're gonna start seeing the price decrease. But this is very slow right now for the time that I'm making the video as well. So those are different options. Okay, I know this is a lot of information. I know this is a lot of stuff, and I've talked a lot right now, but this is the overall view. This is pretty much how my graphs look. And you guys will get a taste of how my graphs look on the next few videos. So guys, you have watch list on my left. You have your on your simulator account. You have your money that you're working with that you can trade with. Same thing happens when you're on a live trading account, except that you're not going to be a simulator. You're going to be in a real account. You have delayed information, and then you have all of this information here to work with graphs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have more videos coming up, so make sure you like and subscribe to the video, to the channel, subscribe, and stay connected. If you have questions, let me know, ask. If you would like to learn something, let me know what you would like to learn about ThinkorSwim, how to use. If you have a question how to use a certain part of ThinkorSwim, leave a comment and I will do my best on doing a video about that. So for now, I have that video coming up. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Share with the people that you may know. That'll be cool. And leave a comment. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good one.